Hello and welcome, everyone, to the beautiful campus of the Mustangs here at Herriman High School in Herriman, Utah, for the final night of regular season action of Utah boys basketball here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. I'm Nate Thatcher, so happy to have you here with us tonight as we get ready to crown a 6A Region 2 champion here tonight. It's the 8th-ranked Herriman Mustangs taking on the 2nd-ranked Westlake Thunder. The lights go down and the spotlight comes out here at senior night. And we'll start with the Westlake Thunder, whose lineup was just introduced on the floor. The Thunder are having a season long to be remembered. Nate Carling's boys didn't get their first loss until the 20th of January. But that loss came against these Mustangs in a 1-point loss. And now, Westlake will not only have to get revenge to go home as the outright region champs, they're going to have to do it on the road, a place that Herriman has not lost at since January 2nd. Tonight is all about making a statement and proving to all within the 801 that Westlake wasn't just a cute story, but a force to be reckoned with as we gear up for the state playoffs. Meanwhile, for Herriman, the Mustangs are on an absolute roll as they look to get themselves back to the state championship game for the 2nd year in a row. Every great run starts somewhere, and you just have to think that when Herriman pulled off the big upset against this Thunder squad, that gave them the belief they could not only move themselves up in the region standings, but they could actually fight for the title. With a win here tonight and a Bingham loss, the crown of the hailed 2nd region belongs to Herriman. Can the Mustangs defend their territory and fight the favorite out of the homeland with a senior night dub? We are about to find out. Mustangs in the home white with blue and maroon trim. Westlake in that road powder blue that just cannot be mistaken for any other team here in Utah. Once again, thank you so much for being with us here tonight. And Westlake wins the tip. They're going to be moving left to right on your screen as you see them. Here's Anderson, handoff to Sika. Now with Brody Thompson in the far corner. A lot of these starters here for Westlake tonight average double figures, and that's a reason why they are 20-2. Mustangs going with a man defense to start out in the first half-court defensive possession. Here's Norwood, left side Anderson. Graydon up top of the key. Shot clock under 10. Norwood's going to drive baseline, and he loses the ball. Graydon Anderson fights for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by Anderson. So a turnover on one possession for Westlake. Great defense that time by Herriman. So it'll be Xavier Mulford now in the corner. Over to Worthington. Up top, Arnell, one of the great centers here in Utah. Now down low. Tia back up top. Carlo. He's got it right side. Arnell. Pump fakes a 3. Kick it out. Carlo. He'll take a deep 2 and connects. Shot goes down for the senior here on senior night, and the Mustangs lead it 2-0. Here's Sika driving right side, cross-court pass. Norwood, 4-3, no good. Rebound, bounces off of Westlake. Now here comes Herriman. Carlo weaving his way through that defense, and a left side layup goes up and in. 4 early points for Carlo Mulford, and the Mustangs lead it by 2 possessions. A reminder, our clock is unofficial here on the Rewind Sports Network. We're going to try and keep it as close as possible. Sika has it, right side for Westlake. Still looking to get their first points of the game. He almost loses it. Finds Thompson in the corner. Thompson loses the basketball, and it's another turnover for the Thunder. Heading back Herriman's direction. Not the start that Westlake wanted here on the final night of regular season action. A win here tonight would make Westlake the outright region champs. But a Herriman win would be at least a share of the region title, especially if Bingham wins. And right now they are on the road. They are at home playing Riverton. Here's Tia for 3 from the corner. Nothing but net. And Herriman with an early 7-0 lead 2 minutes into the first quarter. Thompson, handoff, Anderson. Anderson's going to drive to the middle of the paint. Gets his way past 2 defenders and lays it up and in. Thunder on the board now. Scores 7-2. Carlo finds Xavier at the logo H. Home student section dressed in white here on senior night. Arnell left side. Fakes the handoff. Now cross court Carlo. Carlo wants a screen moving left to right. Now he's going to drive another deep 2. Cashes it in. Carlo Mulford on an absolute heater as he is now 3 for 3 in the first quarter. 9-2 lead for Herriman. Here's Anderson, right side, handoff Sika. Back to Graydon. He is the sole owner of the points right now for Westlake. Norwood's going to drive left side, picks up his dribble at the left elbow. Kick out Sika. Sika now picks up his dribble. Norwood has it, top of the key. Thought about a three, now he's going to drive. Picks up his dribble, cross court. Brody for three. And no good. High rebound goes out to Arnell. Here's Carlo, left side. Guarded by Anderson. Now switch on Norwood. Carlo with a spin move. Weaves away around the defense, finds Tia down low. Kick out. Arnell for three. No good. Too strong off far iron. Graydon Anderson with the long rebound. He kicks it out. Left side in the corner. Back out to Anderson. Now right side Sika. Now left with Jensen. Walker. Handoff Sika. Malik's going to drive. Oh, tough layup. Up and in for number 0. 9-4 our score now. Herriman still leads. Carlo bringing it across. As mentioned before, started out 3 of 3 here tonight in the first quarter. Arnell up top, guarded by Thompson. Back to Carlo. Carlo's going to drive, loses the basketball. And they're going to say it was last touch by Westlake, so it'll stay here with the Mustangs. 17 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be inbounded baseline by Carlo. Carlo finds Worthington in the corner. Ball is kicked out. Carlo, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by Anderson. Something's got to go. Carlo drives left side. Tough two. Blocked by Anderson. Nice defense. And he's going to go coast to coast. Lay it. And leaves it short. Rebound out to Worthington. Mustangs looking to go quick. Xavier, slow things down. Gets a screen from Arnell. It's a pick and pop. Arnell in the corner to Tia. Tia pump fakes. He'll drive. Loses the basketball. Picks it right back up. Tries to kiss it off the glass, but he'll leave it short. Norwood with the rebound. Hands off Anderson. Anderson jogs along, crosses half court. He'll take it down into the right corner, then kick it back up top Norwood. Left side Thompson. Mustangs still sticking with that man defense. Jensen in the corner. Baseline bounce past Sika. Sika, guarded by 2 defenders, goes up, leaves it off the glass. Long rebound out to Norwood. He'll pump a three, and he'll leave it off right side. And rebound out to Worthington. Here's Carlo Mulford in transition. Finds Xavier. Oh, and Xavier, nice pass to Worthington. Open for three. No good. Bucket's gone cold for both sides now. Anderson looking to go coast to coast. Kick out Thompson. He'll try a three. And hit. Brody Thompson cuts the deficit down to 2 as we're just about 2.5 minutes left before the first quarter ends here on the Rewind Sports Network. Here's Carlo, getting a tough defense. Now switch with a Thompson. Carlo meets a double team. Ball's picked off for a moment, but Carlo's going to recollect. 15 on the shot clock. Not a lot of movement off ball here for Herriman in the half court. Carlo, right side, gets a screen from Tia. Hits it in the corner. Arnell, pump fake, sidestep three. Leaves it strong. Sika with the long board. Westlake with a chance to tie or take their first lead of the evening. They're going to go for the lead. And Sika misses the three, falls down, but Norwood gets an offensive rebound. Anderson's going to reset now in the half court. He'll move right, hand off Thompson. Off left side. Ball is in the hands of Sika. Flare screen. Jensen's going to drive right side, and a foul will be called against the defense. And that will be our first foul of the evening for either side. So Cy Arnell will check out as Azan Afridi checks in for Herriman. Anderson looking to get an inbound baseline, and he's going to leave it strong over the half-court mark. Here's Norwood now, left side. Kick out Anderson, top of the key, guarded closely. Carlo's going to stay on him, but now in the corner, it's with Thompson. Thompson's going to drive right on Tia. Tried to sneak it in the corner. Carlo tips a hand on it, so it'll be out of bounds, inbounding baseline by Westlake. Another substitution as Brady Nino checks in for Cole Worthington. So a senior for senior sub here on senior night. Just a little over 1:20 to go here in the first quarter. Anderson looking to inbound the ball from the corner baseline. He finds Norwood. Norwood's going to fake the handoff to Anderson. Now he's going to try and go down low. Bounce past Sika. Sika cross court to Thompson. Pass a little bit too strong, but Thompson corrals. Bounce pass down low. Norwood cuts. Tough turnaround jumper. Falls short. Rebound out to Afridi. Here's Nino. Picks up his dribble. Double team. Ball finds its way down. And who was the last touch by? Westlake says it was last touch by the Mustangs. It was right in front of their bench. The ref saying it's going to stay here with Herriman. So under a minute to go here. Low-scoring first quarter for both of these squads. Last time out, it was a 67-66 advantage for the Mustangs. So Norwood is going to check out as Sloan Sua checks in. Here's Xavier. Drives right side. Picks up his dribble up top now with Carlo. Carlo hits the free throw line. Tough move, but it's turned over. Brody Thompson's got it off the steal. Goes to the rack and leaves it short once again. Mustangs have numbers. Carlo, step back three. Bullseye! Mulford is on fire here to start here in the first quarter. And he has an early 9 points. And a traveling violation against the Thunder. Another turnover for Westlake. And a chance for the Mustangs to increase their lead as they end the first period. Mulford with 9 of the 12. And a foul is going to be called against Graydon Anderson on the inbound play. Playing in a little bit too close that time. So that will be his first personal. Both teams now with one team foul apiece. Carlo inbounds to Xavier, back to Carlo. They're going to slow things down and get the last shot here. 15 seconds to go. Up top, Xavier thought about a deep three. He picks up his dribble, tries to get it down low to Tua. It's picked off. Jensen is going to heave a half-court shot, and it is no good, and that is how the first quarter will end. It's Herriman with a 12-7 lead against number 2 Westlake as both teams fight for a region championship here on the Rewind Sports Network. Back here at Herriman High School, where it's the Carlo Mulford show to start things off here in the first half. A perfect 4 for 4 and 9 points in that opening period as the Mustangs lead at 12-7 heading into the second. Mustangs will start with the basketball. Westlake, a little bit too many turnovers and just couldn't find the ball to find the bottom of the bucket for a lot of their attempts, especially down low in the paint. Can they recover here in the second? Looking to get a revenge win after losing to Herriman earlier in the season. It was their first loss of the year. Here's Xavier Mulford, left side. He's going to drive inside the paint. Ball is picked off. Sika tried to corral it. He loses it. Now it's left side. Afridi for three. No good. Suo with a rebound. Here's Anderson looking to go coast to coast. And now in the corner to Thompson for three. Doesn't get it. Offensive rebound out to Suo. He'll kick it back out to Anderson at the logo to reset here in the half court. Sika now has it, top of the key. Nice cut down low. Anderson with a beautiful layup off the right side. And a nice play cuts the deficit down to 3. 12-9, Herriman lead. Xavier up at the logo. Now handoff left side Arnell. Trying to find Carlo. Instead it's Afridi. Afridi's got it right. Handoff Carlo. Carlo pump fakes a deep three. He's going to drive. He goes to the rack. Lays it up and in for two. And his hot streak continues here in the second. 11 points now for Carlo Mulford. He's reached double digits. Suo to respond for three. It's blocked by Arnell. Mulford falls down. It should have been a traveling call, but they're going to say the ball was juggled, and now a foul called against Thompson. Carling still having an argument now with the official. You can see the official making his case by bobbling the basketball there on the baseline. So Norwood is going to check back in, and he'll come in alongside Kyle Pierce. Westlake going to pick up. Soft press here. And Afridi's got it near half court. Hand it back over to Nino, who crosses the timeline. Brady, guarded by Sua. Moving right side. Bounce pass Arnell, top of the key. Sai, guarded by Norwood. Handoff Carlo. Carlo guarded closely by Sika. He loses the basketball as he falls down. Norwood's got it in transition. Norwood leaves it too strong, though, in the layup, saying that he was fouled. Sika, though, picks it off once again by Herriman. Tough layup, no good. Rebound out to Afridi, and Westlake looks just a little bit too rushed near the basket. Here come the Mustangs in transition. Nino, left side, kicks it out. Carlo for three. No good. His first miss of the evening comes from downtown. Here's Sika, moving across the timeline. Finds Jetson open in the corner for three. Book it. And that cuts the deficit down to 2 once more. Westlake's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. It's 14-12 with a Mustang lead here in the second quarter on the Rewind Sports Network. Back at Herriman High School as Westlake fighting and clawing to stay in this one. Their tenacity and their effort is clearly something that's gotten them those 20 wins this season in the 12th year under Nate Carling. And Carlo Mulford having himself an absolute show here in this first half. Back and forth affair. We wouldn't expect anything else with a fight for the region title on the line. Mustangs with the basketball. And time to see if anyone else besides number 13 can step up for the home team. Here's Xavier up top. Now left side, Worthington. Tries to get it to Arnell. Nice play, Carlo double team, back out Arnell. Worthington, left side. Nice recovery defense from Westlake on the shifts. 15 to go on the shot clock as the Thunder crowd gets loud. Carlo, met with a double team. He's trapped in the corner, kicks it out. Now left side, Arnell for three. Too strong, no good. Worthington tries to save it inbound, and it's a shot clock violation. Great half-court defense from Westlake. Lots of new minutes right now on the court for the Mustangs. And it was evident right there in that first possession. Can someone else step up? Here's Pierce, right side, handoff Jensen. Now in the left side, it's Norwood. Out up top, Sika's going to drive, loses the basketball, and a foul will be called on the drive attempt. So that will be the first team foul against Herriman here in the second quarter. That's going to go against Worthington. That's his second foul. Could be something to note. Mustangs will have a sub in here, and you have to think it's for Worthington. And it is. So it'll be Owen Wills checking in. And Jensen inbounds and finds Sua. Norwood has it up top. Gets a screen from Sua. Now Pierce, left side. Back up top, Norwood. Norwood met with the double team at the free throw line. Hands it up top. Oh, and a miscommunication down low. And maybe a slippage baseline. Sika trying to find Jensen, but Jensen was halfway down on the floor. So Lincoln Anderson will check in as Sika comes out. So here's Xavier. Left side. Now Wills up top Tia. Hand off Xavier. It's a switch on Norwood. Carlo's now got it. Back left side, Xavier. Pump fake. Now in the corner. Wills for three. Too strong, no good. Tia, offensive rebound, put back up and in. Tia with 5 points now here in the first half. To respond on the other end, Westlake can't do it. It's Sua missing from the corner. Here's Xavier. Now left side, Carlo. Carlo thought about a deep three. He meets the switch. Now he's defended by Jensen. Wills Up top baseline. Tia's got it. Tries to go spin move. Oh, that's a tough move. But a nice recovery by Arnell. Leaves the layup short. Gets his own rebound. Fight for the rebound. Let's see what they call here. They're going to say it's out of bounds. Last touched by the Mustangs. Nope, they're going to say it was last touched by Westlake. So Graydon, Anderson, and Brody Thompson check back in. It'll be Sua and Jensen checking out. Okay, now they're going to say it's Westlake basketball. So a little bit of confusion there between referees. But Thunder now have the basketball. Anderson brings it across. He's got 4 points here in tonight's game. Handoff Norwood. Norwood loses the basketball. Once again, it's another turnover. Here's Xavier crossing the timeline. He's got it right side. Carlo in the corner. Wills. Pump fakes a three. Outlet pass down low. Now in the corner. Great ball movement as Xavier's going to drive. Kick it back out. Then bring it back in. Tries to hand it off to Tia. He recollects. It was a little bit too strong of a pass. And a foul will be called down low. Westlake wanted to travel, but instead it's going to be a foul. And it'll be against Lincoln Norwood. That's his first personal second team foul here in the second quarter. Mustangs look to inbound baseline. Shot clock will reset. Carlo finds a Freedy in the corner. And another foul is going to be called against this Westlake defense. That's going to go against Brody Thompson. That's his second, team's third. So 2 more team fouls will put Herriman in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter. Nice backdoor cut as Carlo Mulford gets another 2 to drop. Now up to 13 points. It's Anderson to Anderson. And layup missed down low, but it's going to be a foul that will send Lincoln to the line for 2. That's the second team foul against Herriman. First personal against Xavier Mulford. Lincoln, the 6'5 senior, averages just under 2 points per game and cashes in the first free throw. Westlake coming off of their second loss against Mountain Ridge on the 10th. Looking to get a rebound and avoid their first back-to-back losses of the season. Anderson goes 2 for 2 from the line, makes it 18-14 Herriman lead. Up top, Tia, left side. Gets a screen from Afridi. It's a switch. Tia's going to take it, loses the basketball. A common occurrence in the paint tonight for Herriman. Anderson on the drive. He'll be fouled on his layup attempt. It'll send Graydon to the free throw line for 2 more. So 2 straight team fouls now for the Mustangs. So both teams with 3 apiece. Last one will go against Carlo. That's his first personal. Graydon cashes in the first free throw, makes it a 1-possession game. The 6'1 senior averaging just about 14 points per game, over 3.5 assists per contest. He's made 37 threes this season and averaging over 1 steal a game, and you can see why in games like tonight. Force to be reckoned with when you meet him inside the paint, even as a guard. 2-point lead now for Herriman, 18-16. Xavier guarded by Lincoln. Up top now with Carlo. Carlo moving right, now looking to get a screen left. And he'll take a nice spin move, mid-range jumper, falls short. Graydon Anderson with the rebound. Carlo's getting some good looks here in this first half, only his second miss. Now in the corner. Back up top, Anderson, Graydon, back in the corner, 3-pointer up, and no good. A miss that time from Noftel. A rebound out to Afridi. Here's Carlo. Oh, spin move. Drops a defender on his back. Worthington in the corner. Drives it out and then kicks it back out to Carlo. Carlo's going to drive, and he's met with a foul by Lincoln Norwood going for the steal. Fourth team foul now against the Thunder, and that'll be the second against Norwood, who has yet to find his points here tonight. Lincoln will check out of the game as Sika checks back in. Carlo looking to inbound baseline. Finds Tia on the cut on a block down low, but they're going to say it was a foul. It's going to go against Lincoln Anderson. That will be the fifth team foul, so we'll put Herriman in the bonus for the remainder of the second. And it's going to send Tia to the line for two. Sione Tia, the 6'4 junior wing, averaging over 14 points per game, makes the first. Back up to a 3-point lead. Tia, a very active player, averaging over 5 rebounds a game at 5.4 a contest. Cy Arnell is going to check back in as Worthington checks out with 1:20 to go here in the first half. Mustangs looking to make it a 2-possession game once more. It's up and no good. A rebound out to Jensen. Carling wanted to reach in. Here's Anderson in transition. He's got it, right side. He finds Sika. Sika takes a three. No good. Offensive rebound out to Jensen. Back up top, Anderson. Anderson behind the back. Weaves his way past 3 defenders. Kicks it out in the corner to the other Anderson. Now Jensen kicks it into the corner to Noftel. Noftel leaves it short. Tough rebound out to Sika. Sika spin move down low. And it was last touched by Tia as it goes out of bounds. Sione trying to get the pick as Sika went to go up for a layup. Under a minute to go now here in the second quarter. Noftel's going to check out. Brody Thompson back in. Box formation for Westlake as they inbound baseline. Graydon in the corner to Jensen. Jensen takes a three. No good. Rebound out to Arnell. Xavier has it across the timeline. Ooh, nice spin move far side. But they're going to drain this clock out. About a 7-second difference between shot and game clock. Carlo looking for a screen. Now he's going to go the other direction. Goes to the rack. Blocked down low. And an offensive foul will be called as Lincoln Anderson took the cut up top. And it's going the other direction with just about 15 seconds to go. Second foul against Carlo. They're going to sub him out just to make sure he doesn't get a third before the first half ends. Westlake with a chance to cut it to 1 or tie as we head into the break. So here we go. Anderson, right side. Guarded closely. Tough turnaround jumper. Leaves it short. Tia's got it. Three-quarter shot. Oh, hits back iron dead center. And that will do it for the first half. It's the Mustangs with a 19-16 lead as they look to go 2-0 against the Thunder this season and try and get at least a share of the region title here in Region 2. We'll be back with second half action here on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back to Herriman High School as the Mustangs lead the Westlake Thunder 19-16 as we get ready for second half action here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Nate Thatcher here, so happy to have you here with us tonight as we're in for a good one. It's a fight for a region title on the line here tonight. Westlake coming in at 20-2. One of those 2 losses came against this Herriman team earlier this season. Meanwhile, Herriman looking to go 2-0 against Westlake and get at least a share of the region title with a win here tonight. Mustangs start with the basketball here in the third quarter. And nice move down low by Arnell, and he misses the layup against the zone. Rebound out to Sika. Malik. Now left side. Graydon Anderson thought about a three. Now he will take it. And hits. They're going to say it's a 2. Nice shot, though, by the Thunder. Cuts the lead down to 1, 19-18. And Anderson now with 8 points on the game. Carlo Mulford stole the show there in that first half, finished with 13 of the 19 points for the Mustangs. Only 2 players scored for Herriman in that first half. It was Mulford and Tia. There's the connection, Tia to Mulford. And Mulford hits, because why not? Carlo now up to 16 of the 22 points for Herriman. And it's back up to a 4-point game. Here's Graydon, left side, down low, Lincoln. Lincoln in a one-on-one, turnaround jumper, leaves it short. Arnell with the rebound. Now in the corner, Worthington. Back up top with Xavier. Westlake back in a man defense. Here's Carlo at the logo. Carlo, left side, Xavier. Back to Carlo. Back to Xavier. Xavier steps back, now drives forward. Cross-court pass, Arnell. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Xavier's got to put something up. Floater short. But an offensive rebound out to Worthington. Xavier with the basketball. Kick out. Arnell pump fakes a 3. He'll take a deep 2 and hit. Lead up to 6 now as Arnell gets his first points of the evening here in the third quarter. Left side, Norwood for 3. No good off back iron. Rebound out to Arnell. Finds Tia across the timeline. Tia meets a double team. And Thompson will foul Xavier near half court. It's going to be Thompson's third personal foul, so he's going to have to check out as Sua checks in. Carling talking with the ref now at half court. He's had many a discussion here tonight on the road. Meanwhile, Coach Meacham saying he agrees with the referees for obvious reasons. Carlo with the basketball up at the logo. Leaves it left side, Tia. Tia gets a screen from Worthington and gets a nice cut for a wide open layup on the right side. And now their largest lead of the evening, 26-18. It's an 8-point lead. Here's Sika. Cross-court Jensen, 4-3. Got it! Nothing but net. Just what the Thunder needed. 26-21. Worthington in the corner. Back up top, Carlo. Carlo gets a switch on Norwood. And he's just moving that basketball between his legs. He's looking hungry for a shot. And he'll kick it out on the right side. Xavier can't hit a 3. Lincoln with the rebound. And a reach-in foul is going to be called against Tia in transition, which will stop the momentum. And the Thunder will inbound on the far sideline. Shot clock will reset. That's Tia's first personal. He's the second leading scorer for the Mustangs here tonight with 8 points. And after Arnell's first bucket, he's the only other Mustang to score, so only 3 players. Sua with a nice layup down low. Great find by Sika. And now back to just a 3-point game. It's a 5-0 run for Westlake. Carlo asking for Worthington to come up, and he hands it off to Cole. Now in the corner with Carlo. Carlo looking hungry against Norwood. He's going to take it. Oh, tough 2. Can't find it. He's sandwiched between 2 defenders. Anderson in a one-on-one in transition. He'll kick it back out. He's got it. He's left open for 3. Can't get it. Sika with a nice rebound. Oh, but he dishes it right to Xavier Mulford. Do the Mustangs want to push? Here's Arnell, 4-3. Bullseye! And now we've got some scoring here in the third. Sika, far side. Tries to get it down low, picked up by Carlo. Here goes Mulford, guarded by Jensen. Kick out, Arnell pump fakes another 3. He finds Carlo in the corner. Carlo's going to drive baseline, and a foul will be called against Jensen on his attempt to do so. That's going to be Jensen's first personal, second team foul here for Westlake in the third. Carlo's going to inbound baseline as Tia checks out. Afridi back in for Herriman. Carlo still looking to find someone. Gets it in the nick of time to Worthington. Worthington's met with a double team. Wide open. Xavier in the corner. No good. Graydon Anderson with the rebound. Here's Graydon in transition, and a foul will be called on a reach-in once again. That's going to go against Xavier Mulford. And that's his second personal. He is still scoreless here tonight for a player that averages double digits. Very rare. Sika will check out. And Anderson brings it across the timeline. Handoff Thompson over to Jensen. Jensen now in the corner, Sua. He's going to drive. He's met in the mid-range, still going to the rack. Oh, and he's blocked down low by Arnell. Nice defense by Cy Arnell, one of the top 20 shot blockers in the state, averaging over 1.6 a game. And he will check out alongside Worthington. Westlake still with the basketball, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Down by 6. And Anderson overshoots Norwood, but that's okay because Lincoln will corral, but it's a short shot clock. They got to go. Here's Graydon, right side. Finds Lincoln up top. Lincoln's going to drive left side, and he's fouled on a reach-in. Third team foul now for Herriman. Shot clock will now reset as we're under 3 to go here in the third quarter. Anderson's going to inbound baseline, box formation for Westlake. He finds Norwood once again up top. Now right side, Sua. Sua loses the basketball in between his legs. A careless turnover by 15. And it looks like a little bit of chirping between him and Thompson as they get ready to set themselves in the half-court defense. Sua's going to check out. And Mustangs now with the basketball trying to increase their lead once more. Here's Carlo driving right side behind the back. Oh, tough turnaround jumper on the spin move, no good. Tia with an offensive rebound. Afridi down low and a layup for 2 converts. Lead back up to 8. Here's Thompson left side. Handoff Jensen, sidestep 3, got it! And Westlake with a nice response every time they're met with a little bit of a run by Herriman. And it looks like a timeout will be called. It looks to be a 30-second timeout. And some confusion between Herriman and the refs as they are ready to advance the basketball. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. The region standings, as they were when we started this game, it was Westlake at first with a 9-2 record, followed by Bingham and Herriman that were tied at 8-3 apiece. Now, a reminder, Bingham playing Riverton at home tonight. If Bingham wins and Herriman wins, that would be a 3-way tie for first in the region out of the 7 teams. If Bingham loses and Herriman wins, Herriman would then win a region because they would have the tiebreaker over Westlake as they would have gone 2-0 against the Thunder. If Westlake wins here tonight, they're outright region champs at 10-2. No one would beat that record outright. And so that's where we currently stand in the third quarter of tonight's game. Mustangs will inbound the basketball once more. Nino's looking to find a teammate. He finds Xavier. Once again, a soft press shown just a little bit in man defense by this Westlake team. Here's Afridi, left side, fresh off a layup. Now to Tia. Hand off Carlo. He's met with the switch on Norwood. It looks like he wants that defensive matchup tonight. It's a one-on-one. He's going up for the layup. Gets it to go, and the foul. Carlo Mulford having himself a night as he's up to 18 on senior night. The Southern Idaho commit having his way with this Westlake defense. Averages almost 20 points a game, and he's going to be close to that average here in the third quarter. Norwood will check out after the foul as Carlo can't get the layup to go. Here's Anderson the other direction. Finds Thompson. Thompson on the fake. Drives to the cup, and he'll be fouled. It's the 14th foul. We'll see if they call it on the shot. They're going to say it is. So Brody Thompson now at the line for two. Herriman leading at 33-26. And Thompson gets the first layup. Makes it a two-possession game. Cy Arnell checking back in as Xavier Mulford will check out. Thompson goes 1 for 2 as Tia gets the rebound. Here's Arnell in the corner, down to Tia. Tia in the mid-range. Met with the double team, tries to kick it out, finds Arnell, but now back up top with Nino. Nino trying to get it to Carlo, but he's denied. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Tia on the left. He's going to drive. Spin move. Kick out in the corner. Arnell got it at the buzzer. Nothing but net for number 10. And Herriman with an answer every time Westlake tries to come back. Here come the Thunder. The other direction. Thompson in a one-on-one. Kicks it down low. Lincoln. Anderson's got it. Kick out to Sika. Sika met with the defense. Ball's on the deck. And Arnell's got it. He finds Mulford. Do the Mustangs want to push? They do. Afridi for three. Off the side of the backboard. No good. That would have brought the barn down. Here's Jensen on the other end. Layup too strong, but Sika there to convert. And one. Wow, what a momentum shifter from number 0. Back to a 7-point game. And Malik with a chance to make it a 2-possession game with a free throw conversion. Under 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter, and we got ourselves a doozy. Sika rattles in for the and-one conversion. Mustangs are going to want the last shot. It's in Carlo's hands. Here he goes. Oh, nice move. Sidestep three. No good. And that will do it as we end the third quarter. Oh, boy. Tune in for final quarter action and invite your friends to come on in. It's 36-30. Herriman leading Westlake as we head into the fourth quarter here on the Rewind Sports Network. It's a wave of white here at Herriman High School as the Mustangs look to get a win on senior night and come out with a second upset against Westlake for at least a share of the region title. 8 minutes to decide it all. Boy, oh boy, you got to be tuned in with us. It's going to be a good one. Thunder start with the basketball, down 6, still have yet to lead in tonight's game. And Anderson brings it across the timeline. It's now up top with Sika. Finds Jensen in the corner. Walker's going to drive. Kick it out, Thompson. Thompson moves baseline. Nice move down low, and a foul's going to be called. The Mustangs thought it should have been jump ball, and it looked like it could have been all ball as Arnell was playing defense that time. But that's going to send Thompson to the line for 2 shots. The home crowd showing their displeasure with that call. And Thompson looking to make some free throws to cut the deficit. He makes the first. Now a 5-point game. Very low-scoring contest between these two teams who average in the 60s. Last game, it was a 67-66 score. Looks like we'll be well below that here tonight. Here's Arnell up top near the logo, guarded closely by Thompson. Right side, Worthington. Finds Xavier. Xavier moving left. Kick out in the corner, Worthington. Back up top, Xavier. 10 on the shot clock. He's going to drive. Mid-range jumper. Got it! Back up to a 6-point game. Here's Anderson at the logo. Hand off to the other Anderson. Back to Graydon. Graydon to Sika. Kick out Lincoln Anderson. He'll take a deep two. Rattles it in. And a back and forth affair here to start the fourth. Carlo bringing it across, looking to get to 20 points in tonight's game. He's currently at 18. Carlo drives right, kicks it out Xavier, fresh off his first two. Oh, and a nice fake. Arnell for three. No good. Graydon Anderson with the rebound, and a foul's going to be called down low on the reach-in. That will be against Worthington, and that's his third. Team's second foul here in the fourth. Afridi will check out as Tia comes back in. Westlake with a chance to make this a one-possession game. Here's Sika, up top, over to Thompson. Thompson in a one-on-one with Tia. Now up top, Graydon Anderson, he's got it. Almost picked off by Carlo, great defense from 13. Here we go, Sika loses the basketball. Xavier picks it off, finds Carlo in transition. Carlo goes up, and he's fouled on his layup attempt. Home crowd thought it was a little bit more dirty than usual, as Carlo was slow to get up. Mulford still on the ground. Immediately met by medical staff, but he's able to get up under his own power. Refs are now going to converge. Let's see what they determine about this foul. Looks like Carlo just got the wind knocked out of him. Nothing to note, as nothing I could see from the booth from up here. And they're going to upgrade the foul. And Anderson thought it was common. And they're going to upgrade this foul. So Carlo Mulford now with 2 free throw attempts by himself. Big call right now with a 2-possession game and 6 minutes to go. First free throw, rattles it in. Up to 19 points, looking to go for 20 right here. Second one rattles out, and Carlo frustrated with himself. So Mustangs will have the basketball, now up 5. Big possession right here in the half court. So here we go. Mustangs will inbound baseline. Xavier looking to get it in. And a foul's going to be called before the inbound play. It's going to be on the floor. And it looks to be against Sika. So that will be the third team foul. Excuse me, second team foul. First personal against Malik. So here we go. And an offensive foul called against Worthington on the push-off. Wow. Change of momentum with fouls called back to back to back. And that's the fourth personal against Worthington. He's going to have to check out. Nino checking in. So here we go, Westlake with another chance to make it a one-possession game. Here's Anderson, left side. Nice play down low. Thompson open for two. And now just a three-point game. Here's Carlo using the screen, kicking it out. Tia pump fakes a three, drives right, kick out Carlo. He'll take a mid-range jumper. Got it. Carlo Mulford now up to 21 points. He's the one player Westlake just can't find an answer to. Here's Anderson at the logo. In the corner, Lincoln Anderson for three. No good. Long rebound out to Thompson. Brody, he'll drive, and a charge will be called against Thompson. Great stance by Tia, down low. And the fouls are a big turn of events here in this fourth. 5-point game with 5 minutes to go. Westlake just can't seem to find a way over this hurdle. Here's Xavier bringing it across the timeline. Now to Afridi in the corner. 3 team fouls apiece here in this fourth as the game is starting to get a little bit more physical. Obviously so with a crowd on the line for Region 2. Carlo with the basketball. He's got 21 of the 41. Picks up his dribble in the mid-range. He's trapped. Got to get it out. Timeout called by head coach Meacham. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him, and we'll be right back in 30 seconds. Herriman 41, Westlake 36. Back at Herriman High School, where the Mustangs have a two-possession lead at 41-36. They have the basketball on their own side of the floor. Under 5 minutes to go as they try and go 2-0 against Westlake here this season. Carlo looking to inbound. Still looking. He finds Nino. 4-3. No good. Rebound out to Tia. Xavier to respond. Barbecue sauce. Lead back up to 8 for the Mustangs. Sika to respond. He can't. Tia with the rebound. Here's Carlo in transition, coast to coast, blocked by Malik. What a defensive effort as Jensen's fouled in transition. And let's see if they upgrade this foul. Westlake looking for an upgrade on the foul, and it doesn't look like they're going to get it. But that's now 4 team fouls against Herriman. So for the remainder of the game, Westlake will be in the bonus. But they got to put something together right now. 4 minutes to go, down 8. Here's Graydon, driving baseline, met with a double team, and there's the foul. That's going to send Graydon Anderson to the line for 2. So this is where things get interesting. Clock stops, and Westlake has a chance to cut into this deficit thanks to being in the bonus with just under 4 minutes to go. Tia now with 4 personal fouls. And one ref thought it was going to be inbounded baseline. And now we do have a correction. Here is Graydon Anderson at the line. Free throws from here on out are going to be critical. Graydon, too strong on the first. Looking to go 1 for 2. He can. It goes 0 for 2, but Norwood with an offensive rebound. The putback and the foul. What a response from number 1 down low. And that is just what you needed after 2 missed free throws from your point guard. And that was the first bucket of the evening for Norwood. It couldn't have come at a bigger time. Free throw to cut it to 5. Got it. So here we go. Back to a 2-possession game. Carlo, right side to Nino. Nino met with the double team, tries to get it out of there. He finds Arnell. To Xavier, deep 3. No good. Rebound almost falls to the hands of Jensen. It does. Straight to Carlo. Carlo driving right side. Handoff Arnell. Kick out. Worthington for 3. No good. Nino with an offensive rebound. And Carlo's going to slow things down. Some big offensive rebounds there for Herriman. Refs asking the home team to settle down just a little bit. Sua will check in as Thompson checks out. Shot clock at 33 as Carlo looks to inbound, finds Arnell, and it's tipped as they try to go back to Carlo. A foul's going to be called against Mulford. That'll be 2 free throws for Westlake. We're going to travel the length of the court to shoot 2 free throws with a stoppage of time. And Mulford now with 3 fouls in tonight's game. This early of a bonus is huge for Westlake as they have a chance to once again cut it to 3. Sika at the line. Up for the first, rattles out. Tia checking back in as Afridi comes out. Sika looking to go 1 for 2. He does. Here we go. Carlo across the timeline. Calls out the play. Lead down to 4 for Herriman, 44-40. Finds Xavier, who kicks it back out to Carlo. Under 3 to go in this game. Carlo, kick out Tia. Under 10 to go. Carlo has the basketball once again. He's driving, loses the basketball. And a traveling violation called. Great defense from Westlake. The Thunder with some momentum here. Once again, a chance to cut it to a 1-possession game. Can they do it? This is about as far as they've been able to come the length of the second half. Here we go, Anderson. Left side Norwood, back to Grayton. He'll take a 3. No good. Rebound out to Xavier. Here's Carlo, over to Xavier. These guards just going back and forth with the basketball, and Meacham's going to call a timeout to draw something up here in the half court. It's a full timeout, so we'll take it with him. It's a 44-40 lead for Herriman with under 2.5 to go here on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back to Herriman High School. Mustangs with a 4-point lead with 2:20 to go. It's a fight for the region title on the line. Herriman with the basketball, fresh off a timeout from Coach Meacham. And Meacham actually mopping up some sweat on his own near the baseline. Putting in the work in many aspects here tonight. So Carlo's going to inbound it. He finds Xavier. Westlake moving to his own defense. They're going to go with a double team on the ball handler. Xavier back to Carlo. Looking to advance it past the three-point line. Here's Tia driving baseline. Kick out Carlo. 4-3. Bucket! Carlo Mulford with the night of all nights at 24. Westlake's got to move. Jensen leaves the floater too strong. Tia to Carlo, and Carlo fouled in transition. And that could be the dagger tonight. Carlo Mulford, 24 points, putting the team on his back here tonight on senior night. A timeout on the floor. And it's a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. Herriman on the cusp of getting a share of the region title here on the Rewind Sports Network.
So now he decides to exercise. Yes, this was the best angle.
Life can get a little messy.
No way. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Best day ever.
Some taps create chaos.
No.
Tap Spend gives you 1% cash back when you spend and 2.75% APY when you don't. Tap responsibly. Visit tapbank.com.
There's your look at your leading scorer here tonight. Carlo Mulford with 24 points and just a minute 43 away from leading his team to a share of the region title. Here's Xavier. Dancing around the defense. Almost got a backcourt violation. His heel was just about an inch away from that line. And a foul is going to be called against Sika. That will be the fifth personal against Westlake. So that will send Mulford to the line for two. Carlo makes the first. What a night tonight for the senior. One of the top 20 free throw makers in the state, ranked 18th. And he goes 2 for 2. And that is 26 points now for Carlo Mulford, as the MVP chants ring out. Here's Jensen, sidestep three, short, fighting for it, and it's going to be out of bounds, heading back Herriman's direction. And the wheels are looking to fall off right now for the Thunder here in the final minutes of the fourth. Arnell finds Tia. Tia meets the double team out to Xavier. And timeout called by Coach Meacham as they try to advance this basketball. It's a full timeout, so once again, we will take it with them. Just a minute to go here before we crown a region champion here on the Rewind Sports Network. We're back at Herriman High School, and if you want to know why the crowd gave out an extra cheer after that last free throw from Carlo Mulford, his 26th point made him the all-time leading scorer in Herriman history. Quite a night to remember for number 13. He's got the basketball looking to get past. He's able to find Xavier Mulford across the timeline. He's got the basketball once again, and no ref is calling a foul right now. Carling asking for help. Tia's now got it, and he will be fouled, and it was a hard collision into his leg. It was a hard fall to watch. Looks like his ankle was pinned down as he was dropped to the floor. He gets up gingerly, but it looks like he's going to head to the free throw line. Let's see if they're going to keep him in. It looks like he is staying in to shoot his free throws. Actually, it looks like, well, we're going to have, Tia's going to go down. He's going to be helped out. It looks like this might be a cramp. So it looks like we're going to have Sam Pettit check in for Tia. So Pettit's going to be shooting the 2 free throws in place of Tia, who is going to be cared for on the medical bench. Senior guard, see if he can get a point here tonight, and he leaves it strong off left side. Looking to make it a double-digit game for the first time here tonight. Can't, leaves it strong. Westlake's got to go quick. 3-pointer, Norwood, no good. Thompson trying to fight for it. Carlo dishes it back in right to Xavier. What a save, and then Xavier throws it off the legs of Thompson. So it's going to stay with the Mustangs. Great play by this Herriman team. So Arnell looking to inbound. Just about 36 seconds left to go. Finds Nino, and Nino will be fouled. So that will send Brady Nino, the senior guard, to the line to try and convert 2 more free throws. First free throw up and rattles out. Nino looking to go 1 for 2. And he does. Our first double-digit lead here tonight. Herriman is looking to lead this one from start to finish. Kyle Pierce checking back into the game for Westlake. Here's Anderson. He'll fake the handoff. Tries to get it baseline. It's tipped. Pierce will take a deep 3. Leaves it too strong. Jensen fights for the offensive rebound. Gets it in the corner. Chucks up a 3. Leaves it strong. Carlo with the rebound. And now gets it out. He's going to be fouled before his pass. So now with a chance to extend his point total even more. The all-time scoring leader for the Mustangs, with a chance to put a bow on tonight's proceedings. First free throw up and in. Up to 27 now. Looking to make it 28, and he does. And he picks it off on the inbound play. And he'll kick it back out. And that will do it for the evening. It's the Mustangs with the senior night win, thanks to Carlo Mulford heroics. Westlake, for the first time this season, loses back-to-back games. And at least for right now, the Mustangs and the Thunder are your co-region champions. Herriman with an absolute show to finish off the regular season and send us into the playoffs. A reminder, tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m., the boys' brackets will be released on KSLSports.com. You'll be joined by myself and Dane Stewart as we release them for you. We'll have conversations, predictions, highlights, and now the quest for a state title begins as the celebration in white ensues. What a night tonight out here in Herriman as the students celebrate a senior night victory. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to this edition of the Rewind Sports Edition. We will see you for the playoffs. Have a safe evening and a happy long weekend. Good night, everyone.